Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Moocraft on the Groundfox server. With you again is Bill and Mookake's bush, Mookake's hoe, and a testicle. And Mookake! How's everybody doing? This is, I think, my first 1.7.2 episode by myself. So, greetings from 1.7.2 land. If you are looking at the screen and thinking, wow, something's a little bit different, I am using a resource pack. I don't typically use them, but I've kind of fallen in love. This is the Faithful 32-bit pack, and I've kind of fallen in love with it. So I've been using it now since a while. Pardon me. Throat was a little dry. So yeah, how's everybody doing? I am great. I've got all kinds of stuff to show. Firstly, yay, my dark oak tree finally grew. Sweet. If you haven't caught up on episodes, Mavis and I made our way out to a mesa. It's about 11,000 blocks that away. It's actually about 12,000 from this spot. Is it that way? Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, it's that way. Ish. I don't know, it's that way. And recently, I... Oh, that's right. Ooh. Recently, I made a cart path all the way out there, and we have some things we need to build. So we're going to do that. Real quick before we do, though, I got another name tag. I went caving out there at the mesa. So I need suggestions for our mushroom that we have at the milk bucket. That being said, we have plans for... Oh, there's that speed. That hasn't been around in a while, actually. That's pretty funny. That's so weird. I wish I knew where that came from. Let's see here. So, that being said, we got the milk bucket here, but the milk bucket is going to branch out. We are going to branch to the mesa as well, and there might be other locations coming soon. It just all depends on whether or not I get the things I need to build the milk buckets. Okay. Yep. So over here, I knew there wouldn't be one. Oh wait. Ooh, I wonder if she put that there. So I spent quite a bit of time building... It's going to be loud. Let's see if I can remember which one it is. Friendly creatures. Is it players? It's players. Okay, great. Remind me to turn that back on. So I spent a ton of time digging this out, putting down track. Ugh. So if we look, we're at level 108, 109. I just picked up a wood pick. We're like level 8, level 9, or 108, 109 on the Y coordinate, and that's pretty high up in the nether, actually. The ceiling is really just a couple of blocks that way, maybe 15 or so blocks that way. I don't know what the height limit is in the nether, whatever. But when they built the hub, they built it nice and high, which is fine, absolutely fine. Oh, sorry, dry throat tonight. Sign of things to come. So, built the hub nice and high. I made the path nice and high as well. In doing so, there is a lot of ground missing underneath us. All these little cobble spots here basically means there is a couple, almost 100 block drop. Something stupid like that to the ground. I mean, it was dizzyingly high. And if we take a look at our coordinates, you can see the X coordinate just climbing. Just climbing away. Amazingly enough, I didn't die once doing this. Very happy about that. And only lost a couple of cart path things to some lava, but that's closer to the place where we're going. And speaking of which, if we look here, oh my goodness gracious, -9. I want to say this probably goes up to about 1500. I can't remember. I got tired of staring at it. And I'm trying to decide if I want to keep talking and keep writing it out so you guys can see how friggin' long this is. But I did want to talk a little bit. I mentioned in a tweet very recently, for those of you follow me on Twitter. Can't there's a link in the description. Follow me. Funny stuffs. I mentioned that I wanted to tell the story about how I became an ordained minister. That is right. I am an ordained minister. So the running gag is anybody can become an ordained minister online. And I never thought it'd be something that I would do. I'm not a very religious man at all. Okay, so we're at 1300, 1400 blocks ish, and turn. And then we go this way for a couple hundred blocks. So, anyways, not a very religious guy at all. And, funny, haha, become a minister on the internet. No big deal. About 3 or 4 years ago now, probably closer to 4, a really, really good friend of mine had a lump on her chest, like close to the neckline. And all of us friends are like, "Hey, you should go have that checked out." And she actually went to my doctor, and he was like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and get a biopsy set. Let's take a look at this, so on and so forth." Long story short, she ended up with lymphoma. Now, there's 3 different types of lymphoma. There's Hodgkin's, there's non-Hodgkin's, and then a third type. I believe she had the third type, which is the easiest to cure. And for those of you, this is just not making any sense. She had cancer. It's just a type of cancer. So, thus became the fight to... we're almost there. Oh, this was the tricky part, by the way. Thus became the fight to how to get her better and fast. Oh my goodness, somebody built this more. That makes me so happy. This is what we're going to work on a little bit here. So... oh. No! Oh. Mine carts are broken. I'm sure you guys know that by now. Okay, I have a wood pick here. I'm just going to use that up because I don't want to use the pick I have on me. I think it's like a silk touch. Okay, so we need to bust in here real quick. Come with me. Thank you. Let's go check out what we got going on in here. Oh, you can't hear me eating. Okay, let's turn sounds back on for me. I'll do like 75 so I can hear me eat, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that sound includes. Okay, so those of you that saw the videos, this is where we stopped. A nice big portal. We'd set up shop around here, and I built this half-assed wall just to protect us. But Mavis has built us a house over yonder. So, yay! Down here, I actually started our mine. And this place is just gorgeous. We got water everywhere. All this... oh, man, this place is just awesome. And we're avoiding stripping it for all its beautiful clay. There's plenty of mesa to go around, so I'm hoping that when people come over here that they're not destroying this area. So this is our house. And this is my horsey poo. I actually found there is a tiny little splotch of... just tiny, of plains, and there happened to be 1 horse and 2 baby horses, little foals. Is that what they call them? I don't know. She's obviously been decorating well. Look at this, the acacia wood. I'll have to look at what kind of organization she's going with here. And our beds. I've not slept in that bed though. Enchanting room. Oh, she built walls up here. She told me to build a roof, so part of my goal will be to build a roof. And I assume one of these will be her bedroom and one will be mine. But come on, Mavis, let's be serious here. You and I both know that we're going to be spending all our time together in one room. So anyways, now that we've had the fun, let's go back to the sad cancer story. So, find out she's got cancer, and she's going to be going through, radiation and all that craptastic stuff that makes you sick, but you do to cure cancer. So she has a boyfriend, a pretty serious boyfriend at the time, and he worked at a place that didn't get a lot of sick time. However, in America, there is a great law that states it's called the Family Medical Leave Act, FMLA. Basically, it states if your spouse or certain members of your family, mom, dad, children, brothers, sisters, I think even up to like grandparents maybe, if they are ill and you need to take care of them, that comes into play. And you're allowed to do that. I think you're allowed to take up to a year off. Now, I'm not saying this is paid or anything like that. This just means that your job is safe. So if you have to take a bunch of time off, your place of business, oh, hello, laggy. Your place of business can't fire you for not being there, which was a problem at one point in time. It was, oh, you're sick, no problem, take your time, do whatever. Ah, you're fired. So, yeah. Alright, I'm trying to decide. I really want to... What just hurt that pigment? Better not have been a player. Buncie's on, so... So, cancer, blah, 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 FMLA. So, her boyfriend wants to take time off to be with her, and they're really, really serious, so they decide that, hey, we should get married. That way I can take the time off to be with you and keep my job. And so, we're all actually sitting at a friend's house, kind of, it was announcement day where she announced that she had the cancer, so it was a very serious day, and we're all kind of sitting around just, trying to keep each other's spirits up. I mean, obviously, yes, only one person had the cancer, but it affected us all. So I decided to, I'm just at a friend's house here. I decide to just run upstairs to their computer real quick while everybody else is talking. Nobody's noticing little old Bill get up and do something. So I get up, I go upstairs, Google, I want to be an ordained minister. Find a decent site, fill out this form, blah, 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 blah. A few minutes later, boom, you are an ordained minister. It is now legal for you to perform marriage ceremonies. And you're thinking, now, Bill, why would you do that? They could get married anywhere they wanted to. Well, not really. Yes, they could get married in the court system, but they'd have to set up appointments to do so. I mean, just it would have been kind of in Indiana, where I'm at, because we're so bass-ackwards, we require, I believe still, a blood test to be married in Indiana. So you have to schedule a blood test. Why? Why do they want a blood test? So they make sure you don't marry your cousin. You heard it here, folks. Yep, that's awesome. I know there's a lot of other states that do it too, but that's Indiana for you. So anyways, I decided that if they could go get the license, just pick up the paperwork. Go to the court, you can visit the clerk's office, pick up the paperwork, and then come back. I think that's tall enough. No, I want it taller. One more tall. Bring back the paperwork, and good old Billy will take care of you. So they were like, oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it. We love you, Bill. Oh, you're so sexy. Damn, we want that one up higher, too. So they went and got the paperwork, and we kind of set it up. She had started her treatments. Started with gosh, I can't even think about what it's called now, to save my life. I can't do it. Oh my god. But anyway, she started her treatments, and he couldn't be there, obviously. He took some sick time to be there, but obviously knew that he couldn't do that for too long. So yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, that's the ticket. So did that. Eef, I need to go get my chest, or open it up anyways, and get more. I'm certainly not going to have enough here. So she started her treatments, and I get a phone call one day like, okay, she's we're ready to do this. We got all the paperwork. Will you come over to our house and marry us? And of course, I said yes. Let's do this. So on a Tuesday afternoon, oh my God, that's a guest. Oh yeah, I do have a bow. I have a crap bow on me though, because I didn't want to lose anything. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, good, good, good. Didn't bust up too much here. That doesn't feel right. That isn't right. Bill, what are you doing here? You're killing me. You're killing me. Not supposed to be on that level. It's supposed to be on the above level. Stupid. Let's go up here. There we go. No. There we go. Son of a bitch, get out of the way. So, Tuesday afternoon, I went over to their house, and we had two of our friends agreed to be the witnesses, to just basically just two people that actually get off work at a reasonable time. I left work early, and I must say it was probably the best reason to ever ask off work. Hey, boss man, hey, I gotta go marry my friend who has cancer. So, and of course, my boss is pretty cool in that respect, where he's just like, yeah, man, that's cool. Take care of what you gotta take care of. So I went over to the house. They had just brought her home from the hospital. God damn it, Bill. Brought her home from the hospital. So I mean, she was in a pretty sad state. She wasn't to the point where she was losing her hair yet, but she was getting there, and she was just very sickly, unfortunately. Um, Chemotherapy. That's what she was doing. She was doing chemo. For those of you that don't know about chemotherapy, it is essentially, that's not right, Bill. You're basically just pumping poison into your body to kill the cancer, because there's not much that'll kill cancer. So you got to fight it with some nasty, nasty stuff, and this is what they come up with. So, and that's fine. And I wouldn't tell this story if there wasn't a happy ending. She survived. She beat cancer. She's actually um, a huge fighter against cancer in the community. She does a relay for life that is just beautiful. Um, her mother ended up getting cancer as well. Talk about, eesh. But her mother survived as well. So yay raw for that as well. Um, just a really good, heartwarming. You beat cancer, and good job. I don't know how else to say it. It was just wonderful that she beat cancer. And okay, now I'm kind of bass backwards on this here. So let's concentrate on this right here. Boop. So yeah, that's my story about being an ordained minister. I am still ordained. There's no contract to renew. It's not like a cell phone plan or something. And it's not like I'm practicing, but I would gladly do it again for anybody that needed. Most of my friends are married now, though. But it was a running gag with the genius when he got married. It was like he wasn't sure if he wanted me to be his best man or if he wanted me to be the guy that married him. I ended up being his best man, but the guy that married him was essentially, he did what I did, only he did it on a more professional level. Obviously, for me, I won't lie, I didn't do a spectacularly professional. There was five of us there. It was a very intimate setting, so I just was, just. Yeah, I said all the nice, proper things you're supposed to say, but the ceremony literally took like 5 minutes. So yeah, Reverend Moo. That's me. But no, again, like I said, I'd do it for any of my friends in a heartbeat. I'd do it if they didn't have cancer. I'd do it as a joke. Obviously, I don't mind talking to people. It's kind of what I do here. So, I'd be, more than happy to, I don't know, I like doing it. I'm not pimping myself out here for services, though, people. If you're already married, stay married. But I want Bill to marry us because it's cool. Let's get divorced. No. Let's stay married. Okay. So, looking good here. Boop, boop. Boop. Boop, boop. That'll work. Screw it. Alright, so way more protected. Right through here. And I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not sure how long I've recorded here, and honestly, it's been a little bit since I've done an episode, so I kind of feel out of sorts. I hope this wasn't too boring for you between the cart ride and just basically putting down cobblestone through here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here for today. As always, I appreciate everybody watching. I'm going to build some more of this here off camera, obviously. Oh, remember, help me out with another name here. I think I had one suggestion for it, but I'll have to look back at the comments of some of my older videos to see. So, think of that, but I also want you guys thinking of names for our expansion, for the employees of the expansion, because we're gonna have another. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take a mushroom from all the way over there, all the way. Oh my god. We'll worry about that part when we get there. But you know, be thinking of more names. I'll come up with names if I have to, but I think it's more fun to have you guys think of those cool names, and you know, that way it's not just me coming up with crap on the spot, because I name everything. It's Bunsey the barmaid and and Mavis the milk slinger. That sounds horrible. Oh gosh, that's amazing. I'm a horrible person. Okay guys, I'm gonna stop now while my foot is very much planted into my mouth. I appreciate everybody watching as always, and until next time, be good.